a day in which our team needed to grow from a third down situation. I thought our defense was lights out today in understanding our opponent and what they like to do in those situations, whether it's the short, intermediate pass game or the screen or the run concepts. I thought that we fit the run very well today. I thought we defended the pass and was able to get off the field. Continue to try to change the game from a turnover standpoint. I believe we had 4 interceptions today. We had over 100 strip attempts, over 200 strip attempts on this day. Really trying to find a way to advantage us by giving our offense more opportunities or creating touchdowns the way we've had the last 2 games from a defensive standpoint. And so that continues to be heightened for us offensively versus ODU's defense and the things that we expect in a short, medium, and long, extra long situation. There's some things they can give you from a blitz standpoint that we were able to pick up well. There were some things that got home to us today. We've identified those things. We went back and fixed it. We'll have another day of it yet again on tomorrow as we move down tighter in areas of the field. But we'll recap some of those things that could pose a problem for us from a protection standpoint and their varied of blitz looks. So a day that saw a lot of different things that may not necessarily be carryover from teams in the past, but just exposed our team to it, and they were able to understand where it's going to come from throughout the game.
Coach, this is your longest trip of the season in terms of distance. Any logistical changes there?
No, we'll have a time change when we get there, so we'll be +1 ahead. And so our sleeping arrangements, we'll go to bed a little earlier than we would normally do. We'll adapt and conform to their time, and so it'll be 9 o'clock there, which is really 8 o'clock here. But with the change and the time, with it being a 1 o'clock kickoff, we'll make those adjustments. But as far as what we're doing here from a practice and travel standpoint, we'll be on course, and everything else will fall into line for our amount of hours of rest, as well as pregame meal and the things that we do in between. So it's kind of built in within our schedule.
Coach, we talked a lot about the offensive performance this week, but what did you make about how the defense showed against Texas A&M?
I thought, when we were in position to make plays, we did. Again, I spoke about the prowess of their staff and the multitude of resources they have. Where you're looking up there, there's guys with binoculars, there's guys there's things all over the place. And I know because I coached in that conference for over a decade. And so they made some adjustments that we got to a play or two later, but adjusted to. And I think when we were able to put our kids in position to make plays, they made them. I thought at times they had tendencies that we played to deter the passing games, that they took advantage from a run standpoint. And then we had to play football and not try to outwit ourselves. And when we did those things, we were in proper position. But there's about, 70-something plays of their offense. There were about 5 plays from a chess match standpoint. They advantaged us out of those 70-plus with 5 of them. Unfortunately, they resulted into big-ass touchdowns for them running down the field. But when we were able to line up and play football, I thought our team did a really good job of keeping them in front of us, of tackling and doing things of that nature. A double move, 1 pass over our head, but for the most part, those guys were really good at the run after the catch. It wasn't that they were behind us. They caught balls and split us or outran us on occasions. But I thought it was a solid performance.
Do you still feel like the line is the strength of your defense overall, or is that evaluation changed at all?
No, our defensive line is the strength of our defense.
Yeah. How about Antonio Parks? We're about to talk to him. How did he kind of carve out a role, or what has he done to step forward?
He just continued to get better. A young man that I personally took view in high school when he was a first commit to Clemson and then going to Arizona to start his career, and kept sight of him. And so when we had an opportunity to bring him back this way, we were excited to do so. Started off at the corner position, and we tried to find the right fit for us. And with his intellect and his experience, he was a guy that was able to go in at the safety position, the multitude of safety positions, and be able to contribute to our team in both the run and pass game because of his knowledge, because of his toughness, his quickness, to help our football team. And so each week it's gravitated a little more and more and more, and his role continues to increase for us. And in the back of this season, we expect big things from him. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.